Before this video starts, I wanted to give a very sincere thank you to the following people for supporting my channel. Krylix, Thousand Fool, Nate Tharp, Tafufo, Scarecrow, Blue Solstice, Gecko115, The Hellraiser, Waffles, Drifter, Exclusive Ace, Prestigious Key. Unfortunately, all the people that have supported my channel over the last year couldn't fit in one video. That video would be way too long and no one would watch it. So allow me to generalize. If you've interacted with me on Twitter, if you've sponsored me on my live streams, if you've donated, and that could be a game on Xbox or a game on Steam, if you've sent me a nice message on Xbox, left a nice comment, shared a video, just even liked a video. If you have notifications turned on and watch my videos the moment they release, don't think that I don't notice. I might not remember every name, but I am truly humbled by the amount of people that watch my content and enjoy me. I know several people in my life that have trouble enjoying me, myself included, so the fact that you guys subscribe to listen to my opinions, my thoughts, watch my gameplay, stay up to date with my life, through the dumb shit that I don't know anything about, and the things that I believe I bring a great number of things to the table on, thank you for bearing with me throughout another year. And I still feel like I'm learning YouTube. I still feel like I'm learning how to do any of this. At the time of recording this, I am almost up to 13,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you enough for that. This is still a really surreal thing that I do on here for me. And the reason the video's been black is because I just want you to hear my voice. I just want you to hear what I have to say. No other distractions, no music. So thank you so much. I hope you're having a great Christmas time. I hope you've gotten people you love gifts. I hope you've received gifts. If not, I hope that you spent time with people you cared about. I hope that you made the most out of bad situations and enjoyed the best situations for everything they have. I hope to sit here next year and give just as sappy as an opening to a video. If, for whatever reason, that's not the case, refer to this video and know that I always cared. This boring black screen is done. Let's kick off my favorite games that I played in 2017.
Motherfucking Skate is the only game I cared about this year. Skate 3, motherfuckers, is all I played. Skate 3, Skate 3, and Skate 3. Whoa!
I am not the best YouTuber on the planet. Hell, I barely even consider myself a YouTuber sometimes. And you guys still take time to put up with me throughout my stupid videos and my subpar videos, and that means a lot to me. I'm sure I've irritated some of you or made you question why you're subscribed to me with certain opinions and videos I've shared where I misword things and word things poorly or just have an overall stupid position. I'm going to right now admit to having an imperfect year and an imperfect cycle on YouTube. I know that I occasionally strike gold with some things, but other times I do watch my videos back and go, hey, what the fuck was that? But that's all part of learning. My opinions change, my ideas change, my ideals change. I'm young. But beyond all of that, sometimes I forget that I am a gaming channel, and this year I struggled with that. So, in this video we're going to be talking about my favorite games that I played throughout 2017. This does not include every game I enjoyed in 2017. These are the games that pop into my mind and will pop into my mind when I think of 2017. If you've been subscribed to me for a while, you know why this is going to be first on the list. This has been a huge point of contention on my channel. I know I've lost subscribers because I enjoyed it, and I gained subscribers for enjoying it, and as much as I appreciate your subscription, that might be for the wrong reason. This game caused most of the flame wars in my comment section, and opened my eyes to how we think of video games in the present day, and how hive minds work. But I'm not going to hide from my opinions on this game, and this is my most favorite game because these are in no particular order, but Infinite Warfare is the first one on this list. This is the first Call of Duty multiplayer in a long time that I did not reach max prestige in. Mostly because the really fast combat had me pretty fatigued. Between that game, Titanfall, and Doom, I wanted to play slower paced games, and Battlefield 1 wasn't my cup of tea and I was burnt on Battlefield 4. So I was a little bit stuck when it came to shooters this year. But not listening to all of the anti-COD rhetoric this year really did help. I usually like to hear all the rants and complaints about Call of Duty, but with Infinite Warfare, there was enough of that in my mind. I wanted to be a positive voice. I wanted to think of the game in a way other people weren't thinking of it as, and not positively. I didn't want to think of the Call of Duty game positively. I looked at it objectively. It's flawed, it's not perfect. It has things I would change, it has things I would remove, it has things I would add. But it is a really good shooter. It is a really good shooter. It has so many fun things to play with, a really giving loot system that really rewards you for your playtime, an extremely underrated campaign, a great horde mode with the zombies, and it's the first Call of Duty since Black Ops 2 to give me incentives to revisit the campaign. Upgrades, unlockables, side quests, this game was almost RPG-like. It would make a horrible RPG, but for a Call of Duty campaign, it was more than I bargained for. Infinity Ward put a lot of love into this game. For me in the multiplayer, the connections were great. There were things that were annoying, like the phase shift, the Cyclopean, and yes, that was annoying. People with bumper jumper, elite controllers, or scuffs, with the synaptic grid basically never touching the ground, was also annoying. But overall, I wouldn't trade my playtime for any other game. Infinite Warfare was fatiguing to me because of its style, but I think it's a great Call of Duty game. I think it's a great shooter game in general. If you're a fan of sci-fi shooters, pick up Infinite Warfare. It's really worth it. I can't stress that enough. Alright, so now that a lot of people just disliked the video and clicked away, let's move on to the next game, which is also a Call of Duty game. That is none other than the broken game itself, Modern Warfare Remastered. This came with Infinite Warfare and the Season Pass for a pretty low price of $100. That's actually not bad for 2 full games and a Season Pass. Now, Modern Warfare's campaign is fun, but I'd already played it, and that was just kind of cool to see it in updated graphics. And that was nice. I enjoyed that. I really want it to be Xbox One X enhanced, so I don't have to play it in 900p. And its multiplayer's tick rate, and the way they used to balance weapons and maps back in the day, made the multiplayer rough, and that was unfortunate for me. Once I remembered that the best way to play is conservatively with an M16 and red dot, or with an AK-74U, yeah, it got a little boring. But because of my good friends and the wondrous thing that is private matches, I have this as one of my most played games of 2017 on Xbox. Me and my friends would have long, tedious, hardcore sniper matches on Overgrown, intense shotgun SMG games on Vacant, or confusing games of cat and mouse in hardcore mode with pistols only on maps like Crossfire. There are a lot of things to hate about Modern Warfare Remastered. There's a lot of things that are annoying about Modern Warfare Remastered. But it was fucking fun to sit and play it with my buddies in the evening and just have like a 3-hour private match where we goof around, talk, and, well, kill each other. Next game on the list here is Titanfall 2. Now, Titanfall 2's campaign alone would have been great. Its multiplayer would have been fine, but it also added a tower defense mode, which completely sells me on Titanfall 2. And although I didn't give this game all of my playtime, I did at least get to regenerate once. Is that what it's called? When I get to Generation 1? Basically, Titanfall's version of Prestige. And I really enjoyed it. I like the multiplayer, I like the horde mode, the tower defense mode, and I like the campaign a lot. I love the campaign. It was so fun, and I'm gonna replay the whole thing on my Xbox One X, the whole story, in stunning, dynamic 4K. It's gonna be fucking awesome. This game gave me everything I love about a good shooter campaign, everything I want from a multiplayer shooter, and everything I want from a third mode, which was the tower defense. This isn't even mentioning my friend and I playing Grapple vs. Stem, which is where you go in Angel City, one person uses a grapple, and they have to run from somebody using Stem. The person using Stem has to assassinate the person using grapple. Guns do very little damage, and you can only use certain things as diversions. That was insanely fun, and I recommend Titanfall 2 to any first-person shooter fan, sci-fi or otherwise. Titanfall 2 is a great game. My one beef with it is the connections in matches got worse for me over time. Just trying to get into a good match tonight was pretty hard. My ping was always really high, and there was nothing I can do about it, and it wasn't on my end. Trust me, I checked. So that was a little unfortunate. Moving away from shooters, the next one I cannot help but mention was Final Fantasy 15. This game did not come out in 2017. Actually, a lot of these games didn't come out in 2017. This isn't a best games of 2017. This is the best games I played in 2017. And Final Fantasy 15 takes the cake as my favorite game on my Xbox this year. It's not even a shooter. You know, you would think it's a shooter, but there were no shooters for me this year. I enjoyed playing Doom and Titanfall and Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered. I even had some fun in Battlefield 1, 4, and Hardline. But Final Fantasy 15 takes the cake. I just loved it. I loved the music, I loved the story, I loved the side quests, I loved leveling up and grinding, I love the characters, I love everything about Final Fantasy 15. I know some people hate it, and that's fine. You can be wrong. Final Fantasy 15 is my favorite game that I played this year. My absolute favorite. I don't care who you are, or what you do, or whatever. I don't fucking care. Like, this is like true gaming happiness. I want a shooter that gives me this feeling. I would love a first-person shooter to give me the feeling that I get playing Final Fantasy 15, where I can't put it down. I miss that. Final Fantasy 15 helped me find it. Enough said. The next game that I absolutely adored playing was Forza Horizon 3. This game was an interesting story. See, I loved the first game just because the first game was a great game to just drive around in. And then I looked into getting the third game. I downloaded the demo and fell in love. I made the purchase, and after a couple days of playtime, I bought the expansion pass because it was $10 just a couple days ago. So now I have the Hot Wheels and Blizzard Mountain Pack, which are both equally fun. And the best part about this game and Final Fantasy is that I had to learn new things to play them. Neither Final Fantasy or Forza Horizon 3 takes a ton of skill, a ton of learning. They aren't the most difficult games you can play. But the more technical sides of them, when you want to take the difficulty and crank it up a notch, when you want to learn how to fight in a way that's optimal, when you want to learn how to drive in a way that's optimal, and learn how to play a new style of game, it's extremely refreshing as I get older, because I want to play new games. I want to stretch my brain while playing video games. Like, yes, I could play COD for the rest of my life. I could play Battlefield for the rest of my life. I could pick a shooter and play it for the rest of my life. But there will always need to be games like Forza and like Final Fantasy that I can become enthralled with and enjoy and try to learn and get better at. Because that's what gaming is all about, is a wide variety of experiences. That's just my opinion. This next one is the most recent one. There are other games I was going to mention, but I didn't play them enough this year. I enjoyed them, but they weren't the things that drew me in day after day throughout the year. And the next game that I kept coming back to was Fallout 4. I created a brand new save recently, a couple months ago, and it's been fun playing through it again, especially now that it's Xbox One X enhanced and looks incredibly sharp when played directly to my 4K monitor. I love Fallout 4 in a weird way because I'm not into it. I wouldn't call myself a Fallout fan, but there's something about Fallout 4 that makes me come back throughout the year. Randomly throughout the year, I will pick it up and play it, start a new save, play with some mods. It's a really fun, enjoyable game. So that's why it gets a little spot here on my list of games I played in 2017. Another game here was on sale recently and I had to grab it, and that is Skate 3, the legendary Skate 3. Am I good at it? Am I amazing? No, but it's fun. It's fun to learn new tricks. It's fun to play another game that makes me have to learn how to do new things and stretch my brain a little bit. And it's really fun to just play with my girlfriend or my other buddy, and we just sit and play it and talk and joke around and play all the little versus modes. I haven't played this game throughout 2017, but it's definitely going down as one of my favorites and takes a little spot on the list. I'm gonna record the fuck out of that. That was sick. The next one that's also something I haven't played too much of, but I just got, so I can't play too much of it because, you know, I just got it. But anyway, that is Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is something I just started earlier this week, and I am already enjoying the hell out of it. I'm bad at it, I don't know how to play it, I don't know the best way to rank up or grind, and I don't want to be told. I want to get into this the way I got into Final Fantasy 15. Already with my short amount of playtime, I can see why it won Game of the Year, and I feel bad that I haven't played it until now, but I am extremely excited to play through Witcher 3. Now here are some honorable mentions that I wish I would have had more time to play, but didn't. That is 7 Days to Die, Squad, and Insurgency. I loved them just like I loved Doom and like I'm enjoying Call of Duty World War II for the most part, but they're not my favorites. I didn't keep coming back to them throughout the year, unfortunately, and I really wish that I did or that I had time to. So that's my list of games. I hope you guys cared in any way. Let me know your favorite games down below. Leave me your top 5, your top 10, your top 7. Let me know the games you enjoyed playing this year. What took your number 1 spot? For me, my number 1 favorite game was Final Fantasy 15. So let me know yours down below. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a great holiday. I hope you guys have a great New Year's. And if anything else, have a nice drink, sit back, relax, take a deep breath. The year is over, and I hope we all have a great year in 2018. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you when I see ya. Goodbye.
Fall on your knees and hear the angel voices all night.
Oh shit. It is way too late to be doing that. Thank you guys for watching.